Hi, um, my name is crazyvlogoji. I thought I'd do what Dereck Higgins does and just talk about some random records in my collection, and maybe I'll get like 3 views, and but it's gonna be more than 3 records. I'll give you that much. Just give me a second. This is gonna be mostly me just going from the laptop to the vinyl shelf. And maybe I'll show some CDs too or something. And it'll be a good time. And maybe there'll be some music playing in the background. Yeah, there'll be music in the background. So just give me a second. I'll probably cut that out. Here's the first one we got. We got Relationship of Command by At the Drive-In. And this is the European pressing, so here's the lyric chart and everything. And yeah, this was big for me in high school and stuff. And I'm too young to have really been around when they were in their heyday. And I was born like the year after they did their first album. But you know, it was a funny thing because I started getting into post-hardcore junior year, and like I'd already heard Bad Brains and stuff, and I heard Fugazi. I'm like, I like this, and I went to Relationship of Command. I was like, I don't like this, and then I went back to it like a month later. I just had it on my iPod, and I just put it on. I'm like, this is like the best music I've ever heard. Like it's heavy and it's loud, and Cedric is screaming and stuff, but it's just invigorating, and it's just really good energy, and the composition is great. So this is an album that changed my life. And yeah, so there you go. Here's this album number 1. Yeah, album number 1. Here's another album that does not get a lot of attention, but it's a good one. It's Elis Regina. She's from Brazil. So, and I'm not gonna be the guy who's gonna know like a lot of things about her. Like, there's gonna be some actual like people who are versed in MPB and stuff that have a lot more to say about her. But this is a really solid album, and it's called Essa Mulher or something. You know, I don't know. I don't know Portuguese, or I don't know anything about them. But the album cover's great, and there's a lot of beautiful songs on here. And at first I was really into like the more party based, like the more samba based stuff. But like Kai Dentro, like the first track, like I love that in college. Like I was like, oh, this is so good, and it's really fun to sing along too, even if you don't know the words. And then yeah, I mean, Oi Hein Rosa. That's a good one. That's like more of a party-centered one. And then Pesam Cabeza is one of my favorites. And I actually, one time I had a really nice, I was just listening to the album, and Pesam Cabeza track 9 came on, and I just had like a really enlightening moment with it, and I couldn't, and then I went back to find it, and it sounded like I couldn't find it, like just the way I remembered it in my head was not. I couldn't find anything like that on the album, but I knew it was the album, so I think it was that one. That's a song by Danilo Caymmi. that a member of that big family, and his original version is really good too. It's just him with guitar, and on this album, it's like produced really well, and it has a lot of it's got like some clavs going on, and there's like an orchestra arrangement for it, and it's just a really cool thing to do to for his song. Like if someone did that for one of my songs, I would love that. I don't know. You know, well, I'll have to probably do it myself. But just there's the flutes. It's so gorgeous, that song. Pay Some Cabeza. I could probably link it in the description for people who want to hear it, because this is an underrated record for sure. And it came out, I think it was 92. It probably says right here. Oh, it's on Warner Bros. Too. I'm just looking for the date. Oh, and you got to see the gatefold too. It's like a really pretty painting of like her. Kind of a beat up copy, but I think here's all the lyrics, and I haven't bothered to check that. But there's a painting of her right there. It's probably one of my favorite overall album sleeve designs probably ever. So it's going on 7 minutes now, so I'll probably keep this like 20 minutes or something. So yeah, this album, at least essa mujer, mujer, I don't know. That's a really underrated record. Bossa Nova, MPB, Brazilian pop music record. Definitely give that one. I have this. I have Knowledge's he's got some record releases, but this is his 2 LP thing. That's a big compilation of a bunch of his beats off of his early beat tapes and stuff. And this was it was really cool hearing him get to do the beat for Mama on To Pimp a Butterfly the first time, because like I'd already been in him for probably like 3 years, and I wasn't like super into him yet, but just his old beats used to be so psychedelic, and it was a very, and I just in some impressionistic kind of way, I just liked how I liked how he used to chop up his samples and rearrange them into new compositions, pretty much. And the beats were really heavy and stuff all the time, and wonky, and like on like if you're familiar with his EP Butterscotch, which is on Stone's Throw. I took the first track on that. I took that and I just cut out that intro with the little piano and then the huge beat behind it. That was just like it gave me it's giving me goosebumps to think about now, and that gave me so many goosebumps and stuff like back when I first heard it. Like it's just something about it. It's so understated, and the beat is so grimy, but the piano is so pretty. I don't remember the name of that. Yeah, but this album, it's Anthology. So yeah, like Opinion Game is the first one. I don't remember which tape that's from, but that one's really it's like ASMR almost, like, because it's just got like the descending electric piano in that track, Opinion Game, and it sounds like it's like VGM or something, but I don't know what it is. And there was his he's whenever I heard a synth on one of his tracks, I couldn't tell if it was sampled or if he did it himself and wrote it himself. And I doubt that he did, but it's just his like handful of songs with synthesizer in it, like they're always really cool. And Born is another one. That's the last track on this. That one is like very what's the word for it? What's the word? It's really blissed out and stuff, and it's just really it's really cute and beautiful, but the beat is so edgy and hard. And I forget what that was on. I think that was like something probably from like, well, it's got to be from like 2013 or something, like a beat tape. But yeah, Knowledge is really good, and he's been doing a good job, and he's been doing good for himself. I'm a big fan of his early stuff because it was just a lot more like laser sounds and like kind of it's just like all the delay on everything and the samples and the heavy side chaining, just something about that I really loved. And Knowledge, yeah, Glenn, he's really good. So he's probably one of the people that most of the people that'll stumble across this video be aware of. But definitely check out him, what he's doing, and I need to check out what he's been doing recently. He was big for me in high school and college. Here's another record. Here's Vapor City by Machine Drum. I actually bought this on CD back in I think it came out like 2019 or something. I just went to my local record store and I just picked the CD up, and I really enjoyed it. I kind of like Rooms a little bit better, like his Footwork album, and this is like all burial and like jungle step or whatever the hell you want to call it. But like Gunshot is a really solid opener. Infinite Us is a really good, very vaguely jazzy, like it just rises and the momentum builds as the song goes and as the chords go, and it's probably a what is it, shepherd's tone sort of effect. Infinite Us with the piano sample, he probably played that himself. Travis probably could have played that himself. But CC and Center Your Love are probably my favorites. And Eyes Don't Lie, I have a friend who really likes that one, and he likes that. But CC is cool because I remember when I was into Boards of Canada and I'd only just heard about Machine Drum, I checked out his SoundCloud and I heard like his work in progress version of CC track 7. Yeah, track 7. And that one's just really it's like an ecstasy kind of song or whatever. Like, just puts you in a state of ecstasy, and it's just really nice and pretty. The way he chops the samples, and I don't know if that's on Who Sampled or anything, but yeah. The next album. So the next album is Galaxy Garden by Lone, Matt Cutler. And I haven't really, I kind of listened to like the second half of it a little while ago, and I was really into Crystal Castle's 1991 again, because that was like my favorite track from this album back in high school. But Lone was nice, because at the time I was listening to very depressive music, and I think I got into Boards of Canada. And so it was like the year of Tomorrow's Harvest, I think. And then later that summer, I just, because Anthony Fantano on his Autechre review mentioned that one of my favorite tracks from Exi, he compared it to Lone and this album. And I'd been aware of him because we got 16 minutes left, so we're at 16 minutes. We don't have another 16 minutes left. Because he did that Radiohead remix, and I like that. But then I finally got into this, and it came with the CD too, but that's like scratched up and stuff. But like as a child, the one with Machine Drum, the first track, New Color, that one's really nice. It's and I completely disagree with Anthony Fantano's rating of Reality Testing. I think it's really good. I mean, there's some tracks on it. I don't have it. There's some tracks on it that like maybe you're kind of lacking, but there's so much good stuff on that that was a whack take. I can't believe he did that. And yeah, Lying in the Reeds. I should probably get more Lone records, but this one's a good start. I'll get one more record. Here's Moog, Migmag Moog, or Moog, Migmag Moog, whatever you want to say, the Montparnasse 2000 record, one of those. This has just always been the Jean-Jacques Perry album, the album of Jean's that I gravitated to the most because of stuff like La Basse. Was like so happy sounding and just so blissful and stuff, and just really good synthesizer music, and it has not aged a day. I'd say Plantasia does sound a lot more dated than the stuff that he was doing, because it's got Boys and Girls, and then the old bell ringer. If you've heard this album, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I think it no, it's still credited to him. It's not credited to his daughter like some of his stuff was. And the art's really cool. I've always liked the patch cable, circuit board, whatever kind of thing. The thing that his albums always had on this label. And it's a really good label to check out. Like you can find some of it on YouTube. And even the stuff that's not synth related and that's not him, it's very good stuff. And I think Funny Blues is one of the longer ones, and then Blues in 3/4 Time is another one of the longer ones. But I mean, this also has like Sentimental Trip on there, and that's really popular. And it's a good one. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna say my favorite track on side 2, which is the more experimental side, is Laboratory des Mutants, or whatever, like the Laboratory of Mutants. I think that's it. Yeah, it's that one. It's the one that's like dun 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 dun, and that's the whole thing. So this is a very very good record. I got it cheap because a lot of his albums aren't very expensive. Sometimes maybe they are now, but at the time they weren't. And yeah, that's gonna be the last album. So this is like my I just figured since I hadn't done anything like this, but I've totally been able to do this the whole time, I'll just do what everyone else is fucking doing and just do little vinyl review videos, and maybe I'll do a lot more stuff like this from now on. But I'm gonna edit this and to the best of my ability, and I'll probably do another one of these because I have a lot of records, and I got to listen to a lot of records. Maybe I can start doing something. But you know, if you know of any of these albums, there's enough for everybody. Then just create some discourse in the comment section or something, and then call me a bunch of demeaning things, and tell me I need a haircut, and yeah. So yeah, there you go. Have a nice day or night.